Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another wonderful edition of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V, and thanks for watching. Now, I've been told over various times on different forms of social media that I just can't let a subject drop. I just won't let it go. I cannot release it. Now, what I say to those people is, it seems to me that you can't release it either. And therefore, just to once again prove that I'm right and you are wrong, I'm going to belabor the point further. I have heard many times over many different years how great Batman is compared to other heroes. Now look, here's a couple of old school variations on the Batman and the Superman costume. This is from the Year One Batman movie that DC released not too long ago. Along the same line, I've been told that I clearly don't like Batman, and that just isn't true. I like all superheroes. I go to see Punisher movies. I go to see Daredevil movies. I go to see, I didn't go to see Catwoman, but there are reasons for that, and you probably know them. I go to see Superman movies. I go to see Avengers movies. I like all superhero movies. I've seen the Kick-Ass movie. I've seen Wanted, which is kind of a superhero-ish type movie. I like movies where people have powers and use them for good, or sometimes get corrupted and use them for evil, in the case of Chronicle, which was also a great movie. I like Batman. I always have liked Batman. I loved the 60s show. I loved the first Tim Burton Batman. I thought they got out of control after that. I've already stated I'm not a fan of the Nolan movies because I don't find them fun, and I also don't find them to have too much depth or character, although I'm really in the minority on that because everybody that I talk to and everything that I read seems to say that they have the most character, the most depth, and the most excellent writing of any superhero movies that there are. Recently, I've read another write-up about how great Batman is, and this one was in relation to the fact that The Amazing Spider-Man and Batman, The Dark Knight Rises are both coming out in such close proximity to each other. Who would win in a battle between Spider-Man and Batman? And, of course, they seemed fairly neck and neck. I actually think that Spider-Man won one of the categories more than Batman did. They had categories like fighting style, and even though the writer could do nothing but praise how Batman has spent all of his life training, he ended that part by saying, but Spider-Man has super advanced reflexes, and it wouldn't matter what type of fighting style you had, Spider-Man would win. Another one was gadgetry, and it said that Spider-Man created his web shooters, but that's about it. He doesn't have gadgetry. Batman has an arsenal of gadgets at his disposal, so he would win in the gadgetry department. There were some other categories as well, but by the time we got to the end, the writer clearly showing himself to be a Batman fan. And I'm an everything fan. Superman, for me, is number one, but I like everybody, and I give everybody their fair share. And when I go to see a movie about one particular hero, I'm enjoying that hero. I'm not watching Avengers going, Superman is so much better than these Avengers. I only do it when you do it. So if you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. So for me to be guilty of belaboring the point, I'm actually only defending my point when you come out and say Batman can win again. So at the end of the article, the winner was Batman. And the reason that this particular writer said Batman would be the winner is, of course, if they went hand-to-hand, Batman wouldn't stand a chance. But they wouldn't go hand-to-hand. Batman's too smart for that. Batman would investigate. He would use his detective skills. He would find out who Spider-Man really was. He would show up in his apartment, expose his best Spider-Man uniform, and tell him that if he didn't back down, that he would expose his secret identity to the world. So Batman would win. Okay, that's reasonable. If he did that, I could see that, if that was a particular storyline. And any storyline, any particular person, any particular hero can win. If we ever went head-to-head with any other hero, as I've said over and over again, Batman wouldn't stand a chance. There could be a story, I said this last week, again, I'm not belaboring the point, where we could come up with a reason or a way that Batman could outsmart the entire Justice League or one hero and win. But in general, Christopher Reeve said it best on a documentary I watched about him once. Batman's a guy with a cool car. Superman is Superman. And you could say the same thing about Spider-Man, Aquaman, Plastic Man, Wonder Girl, any of the powered heroes. I know you like Batman. I like Batman too. I like all superheroes. But you're wrong. I'm right. Thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, always look up in the sky.